What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Battlefield 6 Beta. I've been diving into it all weekend, and I want to share my first impressions. Not just of the beta itself, but how the game fits into the long history of the franchise. This is a big moment for Battlefield. We're talking about a series that's been around for over 20 years, delivering some of the most intense, large-scale warfare in gaming history. And right now, all eyes are on the beta to see if Battlefield can truly get back to what made it great. For a lot of players, the high watermark in this series was Battlefield 3. Back in 2011, it set the standard. Gritty modern combat, incredible destruction, massive maps that somehow still had room for tight infantry fights, and that signature combined arms gameplay. You had tanks rolling down the streets while jets were dogfighting overhead, and all of it felt chaotic but perfectly balanced. Over the years, the franchise has experimented. World War I and Battlefield 1, World War II and Battlefield 5, and the futuristic leap with Battlefield 2042, but somewhere along the line, many fans felt the magic slipping. The pacing changed, the identity blurred, and we got fewer of those moments that made you sit back and go, only in Battlefield. And let's be honest, Battlefield 2042 was a tough chapter. It launched in a rough state, bugs, missing features, questionable design choices. It never felt properly tested, and that hurt. So coming into Battlefield 6, there's been a mix of excitement and cautious optimism. The big question was, could DICE pull the franchise back to its roots of all-out warfare and infantry combat focus? After spending time in the beta, I can honestly say they're on the right track. First off, destruction is back, and it's better than ever. We're talking about walls crumbling under sustained fire, cover disappearing in seconds, entire buildings being reduced to rubble in the middle of a firefight. It's not just visual flair, it changes how the battle plays out. You can flush enemies out of cover, create new sight lines, cut off an approach completely. Combine that with the way the firefights feel, the recoil, the sound design, the sheer chaos, and you've got that classic Battlefield energy again. Every clash feels like it could be the one that turns into one of those unforgettable moments. In terms of performance, I've been pleasantly surprised. On my system, the game's been running smooth, frame rates are stable, animations feel sharp, and the gunplay is responsive. Obviously, it's still a beta, so there's room for optimization, but right now, it's already in a much better spot than 2042 was at launch. The maps we've got in the beta strike a nice balance, wide open spaces for vehicles, but also some tight choke points in urban areas for infantry battles. As for classes, I've got to give it to the support class right now. It feels the most well-rounded option in the beta. You've got solid firepower, the ability to keep your squad mates alive with ammo and health, and you're versatile enough to hold your own in both short and mid-range fights. But it's only a beta and it's the early days. This is only the first beta weekend, and there's plenty of room for things to shift as more players get their hands on it, and we see balance changes roll out. So, with that being said, this is where I'm at on Battlefield 6 so far. It's a return to form in many ways, with a real focus on what made the franchise special in the first place. We still got a lot to learn about the full game, but if the beta is any indication, we could be in for one of the best Battlefield in years. I'll let the gameplay speak for itself. For the rest of the video, enjoy the chaos.
Need eyes on my position!